In this video I'm sharing 7 landscape photography business ideas that you can implement to start making money as a landscape photographer. Hi, I'm Kim from Landscape to Art. Starting a landscape photography business is different from starting a business as a portrait or wedding photographer. Because these businesses, they get their clients first and then they sell the images to the clients. Images are personal and not possible to sell to other customers later. So it's like when you have booked a client, you also have someone to buy your prints later. But for landscape photographers, this is different. You are taking your photos first and then you are trying to sell the images or work later. That's unless you are a National Geographic photographer, of course. Then you have a lot of clients already. But finding customers after the fact, after you have taken the photos, that's the biggest challenge for a landscape photographer. And the challenge is to identify who are the customers that want to buy your prints. And that's not a typical demographic. It can be anyone from private persons to magazine buyers, and so it's very hard to target these customers. And also selling prints is becoming more and more difficult as the competition has grown and more photographers are making prints and selling to stock agencies. But fortunately for landscape photographers, there are other options as well to make money. Not only selling prints, but they might not be as obvious. Make sure you watch the video until the end, where I talk about one of the methods to make money even if you have a very small audience. So let's jump right in and take a look. I have decided to break this down in 2 groups. Photographers with no or very small audience and photographers that already have a big audience. So let's start with the first group first, those which already have an audience. Many landscape photographers start their business because they happen to have a following. They started long time ago posting photos to social media, and as this following grew, they suddenly have quite a significant following, and then they wanted to monetize these followers. And unfortunately, most following and likes are just vanity metrics. So you might have built a big social following, but still don't people buy from you when you offer them something. On social media, people don't want to be sold to. They are on social media for totally other purposes than seeing your sales pitches. It's easy to see this if you just look at any social media channel. One channel might have a decent view on regular videos, but as soon you try to offer something, try to sell something, the views drops significantly. But no matter where you build your audience, you must build the right audience. The first idea to where you can make money, of course, it's obvious. It's print sales, and that's obvious for most photographers that starts out. And print sale can be either physical or digital. And of course, if you have a broad audience already, you might find that some will buy your work. But selling stock photos on many different stock websites is very competitive. And also the prices has become just very low at the recent years. But being on these platforms doesn't mean that you are marketing, because it's a huge competition. You have to market in addition. The second option you can do to sell or make money as a landscape photographer is to sell books, ebooks or physical books. And this can be typical printed coffee table books with your best photos in them. And these are books that people might buy again and again, year after year, as you publish your photos. Whereas prints, big prints on the wall, it's limited how much print as the same customer can buy from you. And you can also make digital PDF books or instructional books where you teach something. And these are much more convenient because you can sell them very easily online. The third type of products you can offer are digital or other digital products. And This can often be quicker than writing a book, because writing a book takes time, and you have to be skilled in writing. Also, other digital products, you must have some kind of skill that people want. It can be like tutorials, or you can make presets for Lightroom or actions for Photoshop. Or you can create something totally different out of your photos, like selling image bundles for other non-photographers so they can use for their Instagram profiles. And there are a lot of options with digital products, and there is a big advantage of digital products because you make them once and then you can sell them over and over again. The fourth option to sell as a landscape photographer, and which is very popular, and is workshops. And this is a high priced offer, and it's of course hard to sell directly. No matter where you're announcing this, then you have to build a trust with these people first before they spend a lot of money with you on a workshop. So this takes time, and it builds time. It takes time to build, and if you already have a decent following, you might already have had connections with this audience for a long time. But most workshop participants are intermediate or serious hobby photographers, and they are willing to spend some money, whereas a beginner probably not. The fifth type of income is to make money from advertisement. And if you have built on your own platform, like your own blog, you can sell ads, like Google AdSense ads. Selling ads, making money from ads, is not possible on Facebook and Instagram. But while on YouTube is the only social platform that allow you to sell, or that you can make money from ads, or you can even make your own ads. And with the YouTube partner program, you need of course a lot of traffic to get a decent amount of income from it. Now let's look at the second group, landscape photographers that starts a business more or less from scratch with no audience, or at least not a big audience. This might not be the most realistic, because when you consider a business, you probably already have been online or have built some kind of audience for a while. But this audience might be small, and so you really have no place to market your product or service. This is the typical scenario for most photographers in the beginning when they consider a business. And the challenge with no following is that you must build this audience first, and you must find ways to get started. And because getting the first sales is extremely important, you have to make some money. And as with the other group of photographers that already have a big market, selling prints is the first option. But instead of aiming for international market, you should aim at your local market. Because local markets is easier to reach. And you can sell prints at local fairs. You can sell prints to coffees and shops and other businesses. And also local businesses tend to prefer images from the area, from the local area. So there you have an advantage. And also your local knowledge, you can sell photos or articles to your local tourist boards. And of course, don't forget that you can sell or market your work through local contacts like family and colleagues at work. I got my first jobs when I was starting to sell my work from colleagues at my job. You have to get out there and get your work out there, and you have to be seen. And shipping and delivering your product is the most important. You cannot just stand waiting for someone to come hire you or buy your print, because no one will ever come to you. The second option, even with a smaller audience, is to teach. There are always someone that knows less about your topic than you do. And you can teach, for example, in your local camera club, or maybe it's not paid a lot, but still you get the experience. You can teach at the local schools, like photo classes. And also popular is to offer one-to-one coaching. And this can be online on Skype, or you can even coach fellow photographers in the field, and this can give you some quick results. It might not make you a lot of money yet, but still you got started. You get a head start over others that are not really trying at all. And you get a feel for if you like the selling part or not, because selling is essential if you want to run a business. If you are not comfortable with selling, you can't start a business. You can't, it's not possible. You need to enjoy the marketing and selling part as well. So get starting and building an audience is extremely important. And the third point that you can start to use to make some money even with a smaller audience is affiliate. You sell your product, you sell other companies' products. And the advantage with this is that there is no after service. You have your affiliate links in on your blog or on YouTube or wherever you are adding your links. And then when you get a sale, you get the commission from this sale. And as I said, the advantage is that there is no after sales. You don't need any support to follow up. The company that owns the product are responsible for all these after sales and questions and services. And YouTube is an excellent platform for affiliate sales because YouTube allows you to add links. You can add links to anything on your YouTube channel. But the problem I see many that start YouTube channels is that they are adding huge amount of links, and links needs to be related to the video, and links need to be relevant at all. It doesn't matter if you have a bunch of links there if no one's clicking on them. Now you might think that many of these business ideas I have discussed has little to do with landscape photography, because you want to be able to travel and take photos all day long. But the reality is that few landscape photographers make a living from selling prints alone anymore. To succeed as a photographer, you must take advantage of online possibilities as well. Not only as a marketing platform, but also to create your own digital products. So having a solid online marketing strategy is the key to success. To learn how to use YouTube to market your photography business, watch this video next. If you have any additional business ideas for landscape photographers that I have not mentioned, just post them in the comment section below. And until next week, ha det bra, goodbye.